Hello, boys and girls and children of all ages. Fat Bastard Wannabe Buddha coming at you today. Today's basic discussion is going to center around my opinions of what's happening with the market itself and the overall economy. And especially since, Dow hit that magical 16,000 mark, and everybody's really happy and excited about that. And I have a standing wager against with a lot of my friends that I believe America was going to lose dollar hegemony by the year 2016, which I've been sort of trying to walk that back, but unfortunately, as we get closer and closer to it, because I'm sort of unsure that we're going to lose dollar hegemony. But a couple of things have happened, and that cheer me up that I might be actually right on this. There was a recent article in Bloomberg itself in which the People's Bank of China said the country does not benefit anymore from increasing its foreign currency holdings, adding to signed policymakers' reigning dollar purchases that limit the yuan's appreciation. And also, there's been several moves maybe to back some oil reserves or trading in oil with the yuan itself to do some of those trades. So I still stand by my theory that I do believe the America will lose dollar hegemony by 2016. I stand firm on that. In my opinion on the stock market itself, which is quite interesting. One of my close little brothers is adamant that it's not that it's properly valued, and I'm absolutely full bore adamant that it's improperly valued and it's being artificially inflated by the Fed itself, because two reasons. Why the Fed's artificially holding interest rates down, that forces anybody that wants any type of return on their investment to go into the stock market itself. So it forces all these, people that wouldn't be in a later portion of their life when they should be making more cautious investments into the market, because they can't be savers. The current market itself is absolutely obliterated savers. And also, buying up all this debt frees up, a lot of capital for other institutions to basically play market games inside the market, a giant casino itself. And I've been promoting, like I said, a financial collapse by 2016, a collapse of dollar hegemony. And the main things that I think eventually will lead to market collapse is basically the reporting of the amount of derivatives that is held by the top financial institutions. Give me 1 second. I'll run through these really quick. J.P. Morgan Chase total assets is 1.9 trillion. Their derivatives that they have on their books are 70 trillion. Citibank's total assets is 1.3 trillion. Their exposure derivatives are 58 trillion. Bank of America total assets is 1.4 trillion. Their exposure to derivatives is 44 trillion. Goldman Sachs is at 113 billion. Yet their exposure to derivatives is $42 trillion. So eventually, a combination of those derivatives coming home to roost, the black pools of dark pools of financial money that flowed into the stock market itself, and high frequency trading, eventually, in my opinion, collapses it. I'm fundamentally really confident that's what's going to bring it down. And also, I want to point out what most of what I would read constantly as far as financial stuff is, obviously, I read Krugman of the New York Times. You cannot fail to not read Krugman. I also read Stiglitz. You cannot fail not to read Stiglitz. There's a couple of the blogs that they link to that I normally read theirs. I read obviously, I watch a lot of Max Kaiser. I read Zero Hedge here and there, because as long as you don't listen to the comments and treat a lot of it with a grain of salt, I find most of their stuff interesting. Financial news, Financial Times I always read. And my favorite economists are Mike Hudson, Mike Whitney, Steve King. Those are the people that I truly enjoy and agree with most of the time, and also Black. And also, a lot of my information comes from the Naked Capitalist, which is a great site that I highly, highly recommend. And that's what I wanted to do today. Just do a quick little blog, get my thoughts on it, and make sure it's out there in the open that I do believe America will be heading towards a collapse by 2016. That I also believe that one of the things that will lead this is the derivatives, the overpricing derivatives. And Um, and also that dollar hegemony is going away. The BRIC nations are making a concerted effort now to move and wean them away from the United States treasuries. So that's going to have a long-term effect on us. And also today I was listening to the Max Keisner show about Bitcoin, and I do think he's right that Bitcoin gets rid of Western postals, all those little money funds that third world people send back home and stuff. Well, Western Union is going to die. So I do believe that's one of the great benefits of Bitcoin. I'm not really a fan of Bitcoin, but if it gets rid of all those little vulture loans and those vulture capital places that send money to third world refugees or are forced to go into the first world and work at slave wages in order to send back a modicum of decent money to their kinfolk back home. If it gets rid of the Western Unions and stuff, I'd be happy with Bitcoin. Anyway, this is Fat Basher Wannabe Buddha. Please like, favorite, and subscribe. Thank you very much. Oh yeah, this is a rush because I got to head out the door and go to work. I got to go work in that salt mine of retail sales. Have a good day. Thank you.